What's going on, everybody?
Hey, what's up?
All
What's up,
right.
fellas?
What is
Blurred
up,
Vision's in the
everyone?
house.
What's up, guys?
What's happening, Kyle? What's up, dude? Oh, we got more people. I think we got other visitors. We got quite a few on tonight. We got an echo bad, but somebody, if anybody doesn't mind when we're not talking, let's be conscious and we'll just hit the mute microphone button if we're not talking. But any rate, so taking Rolling Thunder episode 43. We've got quite a few people on. We got our regulars, Andy and Casey. What's up, guys? And then boom, we got Robert. Team Blurred Vision guy, his son. I think Kyle's in there. Cigar Joe. What's happening, fellas? How you guys doing?
All right, stick your head in there, guys.
Doing fine. Doing fine.
Chilling. Thank God it's Friday, but you know what? As always, my week's just starting.
Heck yeah. So we thought we'd have our good buddy on tonight. I know you got Travis and Kyle there, and we're gonna talk about you some more, Rob, and go into depth on some changes in your build. And we got Joe in. We got some more stuff lined up tonight. I think we'll just shoot the breeze for the later half. Last time we got on, we didn't go terribly into depth. Maybe on some of the evolution of your stuff, and I know a lot of your followers or your TikTok people have questions all the time. And, that's something we didn't touch base on last time. You've got quite the TikTok following and stuff like that also. Why don't you tell us about that and, drop your names on there and stuff like that and go from there.
Yeah, I understand a word you said.
Oh, gotcha. I was saying we understand you got quite a TikTok following. A lot of those people are asking you questions all the time.
Oh,
and
yes,
figure
sir.
we go from there. Yeah. So, how long have you been on TikTok? And I understand you kind of grew pretty quick on that.
About 4 years. When I started my first show, when I went to Shut It Down Boys, after that I started and been going ever since.
Sick.
With the TikTok. And it's probably been 4 years, but I've got quite a few followers.
Heck yeah, that's what's up. And, the Blurred Vision, obviously Casey, Joe, and I are on it too. And you've been doing that for a while. How did that come into play? What's going on with that? And then taking it grew pretty dang quick, didn't it? And
it blew up. And the reason it blew up is because we got a great bunch of guys that are on the group, and everybody likes everybody. No zero drama. And we came from drama to get away from it, and now we don't have any. And so the problem lays where we came from, not with us.
Sure.
That's the thing with
And that's
car
kind of
audio,
something.
man. It happens.
Yeah, that's something that me and Rob are coming up with. His wife actually came up with the name Blurred Vision, and me and him had been talking about just go ahead and starting something on our own. And we were going to be called the Wayback Boys there for a minute. And I thought that was a cool name. But then he's like, well, what about the girls? And I'm like, that's a good point. So he wanted everyone to be included, children, girls, fellas, whoever, to be able to join and just enjoy it and just get to the roots of why we do this, is because we love audio. And I was like, dude, just make the group, and he just fucking made it, and here we are. We got 20 something members now.
We're almost at 30.
Almost at 30, yeah.
In 6 months.
Yeah.
That ain't bad. I like the name because you think about it. Once you your vision starts to be blurred, you're starting to get pretty loud. And anything over 145, that's when your eyeballs start shaking. So I like the name.
And we were tape riding today, and me and my son were, and I played that 15 hertz Macklemore, and glasses were coming off your face, and you get to see to drive, and he was like, man, we got to turn this thing down. You're going to have a wreck because you can't see.
Yeah. It's like that, dude, for sure sometimes. Dude, a few times, that note will get you and just blurred. And we got, on Blurred Vision, we got some pretty loud guys in here, man. I feel like, and I'm not trying to sound conceited or cocky, but I feel like the group of guys we got together pretty quick. Again, all of us loving giving demos and, being friendly and showing the equipment off. I feel like we take and, draw a pretty good bit of attention, whether it be the positivity, helping each other out, and, sharing stuff with each other, man. I feel like it's a great thing going on, dude.
Right. And it's more of a family more than it is anything, though, which is cool because we all help each other. We all talk to each other almost a daily basis.
Sure.
Me and Early Bird Joe over there, we get up early in the morning. We start morning everybody.
Sure.
Yeah, fucking 4 a.m.
Group up now. Yeah. Seems to be the rest of the group is waking up now a little bit earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm up at 7 now every day. It's pretty early for me. I beat Scott out almost every day now.
Yeah. He's been getting it.
So I got a question for the Blurred Vision team. Now, what organization do you guys compete in? Mecca or DB Drag, NADBL?
Wherever.
Drag?
It really depends on what the organization at the league is. I've had a lot of fun with Base Wars here lately, just being straight up with you and how relaxed it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, no one has to compete, though. Like it's not a requirement to compete. Like it's just we're all just in it for a good time. You know, that at the root of everything, we're just in it for a good time. And then we
Well,
do have some
that-
guys that are
yeah.
competitive.
I didn't know if
Yeah.
it was like a competing league because I know like at least there's Team Imperial, which is like our good old neighborly friends but they compete as a team for Mecca strictly. So that's why I was wondering if it was one of those or it's more laid back, like Team SP Loud. But Team SP Loud, we're not even a competing team. We're just a group. And I
just
hold
wanna
my
have
own
fun,
organization. Right, and that's
Yeah.
what we do, and it's never going to be anything more than that. But Base Wars took it to the next level, and they're countrywide, man, and I like what they do. And
Yeah.
that's awesome. You started your own team because I know how it can be with just some people. With the community. I don't know if it's just old school mentality or it's just they're just not nice people. Sometimes they just like to brand bash or just be rude for no reason. So sometimes you have to do your own thing, and it could be the best thing because then you want to help out other people and enjoy the passion that we all do, man. And it's awesome
Right,
what
that's
you're
why
doing.
we're all here. I mean, we're all here to have fun, do demos. Some of us like to compete. Some of us are very competitive. Like this one sitting over here beside me, he likes to compete. He loves to do it. But not all of us do. I know Scott and Casey and me and Joe, we like to sit around and just demo all day.
Yeah.
People brains
Right.
And
That's
then
Turn
we
it
get,
liquid by the time the end of the day's over.
yeah, and then we get
We'll still make
bored,
it over
and we're
there.
like, hey, yeah.
Yeah, just to support the orgs, like they're there for the show, so it's like why don't we just run through there so we can support the orgs? Because without them, it's like who's coming to these shows? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when we were at Seaport Showdown, like it was Casey and me, like when we got bored of giving demos, we let them charge up, and we literally just made our passes like Base Wars, GS3, another local one, and just boom, hit our way around, and that's the way to do it. I mean, I like it, the competing stuff. I like doing the number stuff, but I mean, like we're there more hanging out and giving demos the majority of the show. I feel like.
They won't leave me alone long enough not to do a demo. I think I tried for an hour to go get a taco, and I finally got one. I ate one, and they were the demos again. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'm not trying to be conceited. We get between me, Joe, Casey, and obviously Rob here. Like, dude, there's a pretty good crowd of people normally around us at shows. And I got a few pictures and photos gathered, and a few people were asking about them. Let's see, share screen. Boom, 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 boom. We've got a few of the older build posts of yours.
So that shut it down for us. That's when I got started with the 415s.
Nice.
Is those SA 15s or what?
No, those are the U's. Those
Oh,
are
wow.
the same
Oh.
4 U's I started out with. I still have them now. Never blown them. And that was 4 years ago.
Oh wow.
And all I did was add 2 more.
I didn't realize the U's were around that long. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They're very efficient drivers too.
I just put a 12 in one. It sounded good.
When I met you, this was when I had the boxes in here.
Yep.
That's a weird
That's
design
when I
too.
had
It's
it.
kind of cool.
I remember
Box
seeing
was
this
slamming.
on Facebook or somewhere, and I was like, "That's a
YouTube.
weird way to do a 6 order, but it is."
Well,
definitely
actually,
works,
it's basically it was just a ported box. That is the port tube right there. The other ones were all in one chamber. All
Right,
the subs
right.
were in a chamber. It's just a ported box.
Right, but
It's
there's
just-
like that second part probably does something. It probably helps with some kind of cone control or gives it a different sound.
It's
Loading.
actually it kept it from unloading because the way it was facing, if that would have been open, it would unload it.
Makes
Wow,
sense because that
right.
port's very big too. Absolutely.
You
You
like
could
playing on
crawl in
load.
it. A small person could crawl in that port. That's how big that port is.
Got to get a picture of that.
And then we got an older amp picture. I think you're still running those amps now. I know you got the DS18 in now.
Yeah, I
But-
got the DSC. That's my Sundown Salt 8 and that VFL 504. I'm still running it today.
Hell yeah. Yeah,
And my
couple of-
lithium back.
Oh, there's a good hair trick.
Oh yeah, she's
Excellent.
yeah.
Involving the shag, goals.
Yeah, you two get along with Ed. Yeah, so Rob's a fellow fur guy.
Oh yeah.
Fellow fur
That's my
guy.
next step. Just the rest of the car just needs
Yeah,
to be
I
shag.
blew the
If I could
triggers out
shag
the
the
doors.
outside, I
Oh
would.
goodness.
Oh, that looks a little loose.
Blood screws slap out. They were all over the floor.
It's when you know you're just too damn loud.
Just put Gorilla Tape on it. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
This kid that got in my truck, all he could say is, he mouthed the word. I'll beat him up.
What kind of numbers? I know I asked you before. What kind of numbers are you doing on that?
When I had Salt 8 in there, I was doing a 155.4.
Woo.
And with the 10K, I'm quite a bit louder than that. I just haven't metered it yet.
Nice. So you're like me. You're just playing those wicked lows.
Yeah, that's 15 hertz on that song right there.
Yep.
You was
Loads
doing
is
it
live.
It looked familiar.
I was
Oh,
gonna say,
dude,
Robert,
Lives his life.
Robert,
I like
he was
that.
doing 152 on my meter at that 15 hertz.
Yeah. He said I was doing 152 something on 15 hertz on his meter. Last time we put it in my truck.
Like, yeah, and we could probably play with that, bump the frequency up and down. Same thing with mine. They're like, oh, I did a 55 at 40 hertz. I didn't do a sweep. I didn't do nothing. I just said, let's burp 40 hertz. You know what I mean? That's what it did.
Right.
So you could probably do obviously higher than that. We got a bunch of people in. We got Jonathan in. We got Dave. What's up, buddy? Damon's in here. A lot of people in here. And Nick, it'd be hard for us to organize stuff in the Northeast region to be straight up with you. Now something like baseboards and stuff like that, those guys you can probably hit them up. But we're Southeast boys and mainly Georgia, other than Andy here.
Northeast, I'm up there. Yeah.
No touche,
Yeah.
Andy, SP Loud, buddy.
Yeah, you
We're
are.
actually starting to
Absolutely,
pick up some team members in North Carolina, which is really nice too. We're starting to get several team members in North Carolina. So
Yeah.
that's going to
We
help.
just ordered an amp today.
Virginia.
Oh,
yeah.
My cousin that just joins Virginia.
yeah. Oh, we got somebody in
Oh,
Virginia
wow.
now too.
Sick.
Nice.
We're growing.
Yeah,
We have some
Tyler-
chapter leads.
I just sent Tyler a 5K today.
Yeah, he told me
He's excited,
He's
man.
happy about that. And he's got
Yeah.
two 18s that are only 1,250 watts each, and he's going to put that 5K on them too. I said, oh,
Oh wow. That'd be
I'll
crazy.
send it.
he's going to blow that poor things apart.
Heck yeah, that's gonna be crazy, Bill. I'm glad to see you too. We'll get some chapter leads spread out in some other areas. Maybe get them some stuff going on. That'll be sick.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're going to spread. I mean, we got people all the way out in Texas already. So, we're blowing up nationwide as to how we're going to do it.
Sick. I'm taking. We got Travis in here too. I ain't seen him in here yet. He popped. Oh, there you go, buddy. What's up, man? Good to see you, bro.
Yeah, he's right there.
Hell yeah.
I'm kind of off to the side.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm glad to have you guys, and like I said, we're happy to have you guys on again. And this has been sick so far. Where do you see your setup going, Rob? What do you think of the in-game goals with it is?
I think I'm trying to sell my used right now, but I'm thinking I'm going to go to some X's and do another 10K in there and do 0.7 per side on a 10K each. I think that ought to be pretty rowdy. That'll be a good 20,000 watts there, I'm sure.
That's a fourth order.
Clamp.
6.
6.
Yeah.
0.7.
Yeah,
Is that
his
what you're
build's-
saying on
his
the
build's real
on the
efficient.
First chamber. Woo.
Yeah. His build's
Consider
super
the juice.
efficient.
You think
He's
you
got
get
like
that much
4
power?
times rise or something like that at his peak.
2.1.
normal.
I went from
That's good
7 to
efficiency
2.1.
there, Casey. 4 ohms. Anything
No,
lower,
but he said it's like
not
4
very
times
efficient.
rise.
Right.
And his peak is like
good.
4 times. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty
So,
wild.
the last time we ran it, it was 2,975 watts at 2.1 ohms in that same enclosure.
Okay. So you're starting
On the
to
Salt
tap.
Lake Ave.
Okay. Yeah, it's not. I mean, you can't really ask much more than that, because, I mean, box rise efficiency, they go hand in hand, man, and just put a bigger amp on it like you're doing. That's all
Yeah,
you can do.
I just keep shoving
Yeah.
power at it until it can get
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at, dude. You can't beat clean power. At this point, I'm like, man, I just need to put more power. I told Scott, I was like, what about 4 salt 12s? I'm like, dude, that would be so stupid.
That's what I told him.
I just have to go bankrupt again. No.
Yeah, but 5 minutes later, Casey, you're going to wish you had 5. That's just the way it is.
Yeah. Oh,
So there's a
man.
few things we wanted to bring up tonight. We're going to shoot the gun on it. I can't really keep it concealed too much.
I know, you're like
Okay.
fucking dying.
I know. So we had some. Joe, what happened at Seaport Showdown with your truck?
So we were at Seaport, and we were on our side of the booth, and the rest of the Blurred Vision team was over there doing their thing, and there was quite a bit of us there. My truck decided to break, which is a base air problem. I wound up melting a idler pulley. I was pretty stuck out. I couldn't make it home. There's no way. And so I looked around, nobody around, and I looked across the parking lot. What do I see? I see Robert giving demos. So I walked over there. I looked at Robert. I said, Robert, I have a problem. I need to get my truck fixed, and I need to get another pulley. Robert said, okay, well, I'll go get that fixed for you right now. He stopped what he was doing in the middle of the show and packed up his truck, ran to the parts store, picked me up an outlet pulley, came all the way back and put it on the truck for me.
Yeah,
And,
in the middle of the show.
So
Let us keep
in
doing
the
what
middle
we're
of a
doing.
show. So I don't know about y'all's
We're like,
team or
where's
other
Rob?
teams out there, but that's amazing. That was very important to me. And we looked around, and as you see, the whole show's still going on. Stopped what he was doing just to take care of me. That meant a lot to me.
Hey,
Yeah.
our family.
Yeah,
Family.
Kate,
Yeah.
How far is
You
Rob? Yeah, sorry.
You really didn't have to, though. I mean, you could just picked it up, dropped it off, and went back to what you was doing. And
Why
that
would
was
I do that?
because
It's just
that
not
would have been more than sufficient. But you still went above and beyond. I mean, even way beyond. I mean, what most people would have done. I mean, I'd have got it for you the same if you would have went down. But
Joe, you know what
that
that's
was
called?
important.
That's called a
What's that?
true friend. That's a real friend. I know
Yeah.
they're hard to come by, but
Like-
that's a real friend, man.
How many hours did you guys drive that day to come put subs in Casey's truck? And we put the Pride subs in. It's like a 4-hour round trip, wouldn't it not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6
That's
almost.
about-
For me, it's for us to come up there. For me, it was 2.5 hours there and 2.5 hours back. And then I brought Travis with me, and me and Travis got in there and put them subs in for him
Yeah,
without losing no fingers.
yeah. And I'm not just sitting here trying to toot your horn, and I just wanted to go above and beyond.
Just
A lot
one,
of people,
baby.
yeah, you got to double that, bro.
So Rob shows up all the time. He's been here multiple times to help out everybody. He's probably one of the most giving, helping base heads I know. So I was talking with Scott the other day, and we were discussing Rob. Actually, we were talking about you, and we came to the conclusion that we couldn't think of a better person. That we decided we wanted to sponsor your build and your truck.
Really?
so
we really do.
So we
Yeah,
think we're gonna put 6 XP315s in it, assault 12K, redo your door setup in your mids and highs amp.
What?
Yeah,
What do you
Really?
think?
yeah,
Really?
Freaking awesome.
yeah.
You
So
made me cry, guys.
hey, it's okay, dude.
Crazy.
So I think 6 XP315s and a 12K and redo you all with a sundown step in the front is something you deserve. And I think you obviously broadcast it enough and tell people where to get stuff. And
Yeah.
I think you deserve it, buddy.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But you're not allowed to blow tweeters no more. You cannot blow tweeters.
No more
That's
blow
it.
tweeters.
No tweeters, I promise.
Yeah. I want to see no videos and flopping out the doors.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I
gotta
think
get
we
them
did
mounted securely. We get them mounted securely.
just pan really fast past them. That's all you
That's it.
God
So it's-
almighty.
So we're gonna get you all squared away. We're gonna get you all squared away there.
Wow. I really, I'm kind of floored here.
Oh yeah,
Holy
we're happy to hear it. Well, you're just a great guy, and if anybody deserves it, it's definitely Ron.
Yeah.
Man, I appreciate it, guys, so much. You have no idea.
We got everything in stock other than the subs, which they're already ordered. Don't get that, no problem with that. So the subs are ordered. So we figure out we got to get your truck gutted sometime, and then we'll take and get a team to knock it out, and we'll swap it all to bigger shit.
Same day.
Wow.
That's
So
freaking awesome.
We can't do it this weekend because it's Friday, but maybe next weekend.
Right.
Possibly.
Whenever. I'm down, whenever.
You're down for that?
And this is the thing I try to teach this one
Mhm.
is to always be a good person and do for others over and beyond, because sometimes it may come back. It touches you really a whole lot.
Hell
It
yeah.
does come back. Good deeds always get repaid.
Holy shit.
Everybody's in here crying.
I know, right? Dude, games.
I'm trying not to, man. I am so trying
So
to.
we've been sitting on this information for about a week now. It's
Yeah.
been tearing us apart.
Oh my God.
You need to take a
So,
walk.
yeah.
No,
That's great.
I'm good. Holy shit.
He told me like 2 hours ago, and I was like, I can't keep this in. I'm gonna call him right now.
Call him right now.
No.
So what are you running in your doors right now?
Two 6.5 PRVs per door.
Yeah,
not
fuck
anymore.
those.
They're
I mean,
going to be
fuck those
6.5
PRVs.
Neo Pros.
Two
6.5
Yeah.
Neo Pros. Okay, yeah.
You gotta
Neo
throw the
Pros.
PRVs in the trash.
I wouldn't
No,
say
not
that,
trash.
man. Yeah, no. We'll
No.
talk about
I'll
that.
give them to this guy or this guy over here.
We'll figure something out to do with them. But we'll talk about that after the show, which is fine. We already have kind of a thing in motion. But I think Neo Pros, the only thing that you get to look at whichever 4-channel or the 6-channel you want to work in, however you want to work up your channels. If it was me, I'd probably do the 6-channel or something like that. We got active crossovers on.
So
Whatever y'all decide, I'm down.
I got you.
Okay.
I've been happy with what I've had for so long, man. For 4 years, I've been pumping the same use.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Time for an upgrade.
I'm thinking you gain at least a half of a DB or a DB per sub.
Maybe a quarter of a DB.
Still, even a quarter of a DB per sub, hey, that still adds up on the meter, bro.
Might
Yeah.
finally get loud.
Yeah. You ready for
He'll
the
definitely
maxes?
dig down a lot
You know-
better. It's just bigger woofers, man.
You know the thing's gonna
More
suck is
power.
though is he's like instantly gonna be louder than probably Joe and me, especially me.
I
'cause
know.
we're the same
That
setup.
sucks.
Yeah.
yeah.
I hope he's louder. He earned
Yeah, I
it.
do
He deserves
too,
it,
yeah.
and it's okay with me. He's a teammate.
Oh, yeah.
God, man, y'all keep good secrets, man.
It wasn't easy. By no means it was easy.
And
I like the T-shirts, by the way, Scott and Joe.
Oh,
Those
thank
are
you.
some
I
nice
planned that tonight.
t-shirts.
Yeah, I was like, hey Joe, I was like,
Yeah,
we're
they
doing
only
this.
ordered them in skinny
I
people
make that one of
sizes.
the t-shirts. Y'all gonna make
I'm not
one of the
asking
t-shirts
for
of Fat
6
Man.
ZV3s, but I'll take a T-shirt. I like those T-shirts.
We'll mail you
Those are
one, no
nice.
problem.
I got you, Andy.
Gotta
I kind of
rep
want to
the
send
guys.
you an amp to dyno too. I'm kind of
And
deciding.
get bigger, way bigger shirts.
Heck yeah, man. I missed
Yeah,
my
you gotta
amp
get some
dynos. It's
bigger
been like
shirts,
3
man.
months.
Those
I'm
big
itching
guys.
for them.
What should we do? What amp do you want to dyno, Andy? That's I just know it's got to be relatively in size. It makes it weird. Like either you're like stuck to a 4-channel or an SDX or something like that. I mean, I'm sending hi-fi at a 90.2. So I mean, you don't want to do the same shit he's doing.
Right. Yeah, I'd say anything under 1,000 RMS. I'm full tilt boogie with anything 1 ohm up to 2 ohms on each channel on a 4 ohm or a 4 channel. 2 ohms. You know what I mean? I could do a bunch of stuff. So just let me know, man.
Y'all
Yeah,
got me
have it
shaking in
tested.
here, man. For real. I'm sitting there holding my cup and I'm shaking. I'm just like,
We're just hoping to make your weekend with it, man. I mean, like I said, and it's again, like I'm not tooting your horn. You deserve everybody, and like generally everyone
There
appreciates.
goes
you.
my internet. I'm frozen.
No, you're good. You're not frozen.
no, you're
Oh,
not.
we can hear you.
Frozen.
No, there goes. There you go.
There it is.
Andy!
We'll take Andy out.
Bye,
Sorry,
Andy.
buddy, he'll come back in a minute.
He'll be back. Yeah. Man,
Yeah.
y'all are freaking awesome. I can't say nothing.
We're not the awesome ones. You're the awesome one. We're just
Man,
paying it back.
I'm just being me, dude. That's all I know how to be. And that's the reason I keep saying we're not just a team, we're a family. And I wholeheartedly believe that. Because if any of you guys, I don't care what person's on our team, calls me and says, hey, I need some help. Even if you're not experienced, we're going to help. And if I don't know the answer, I'm going to come and find somebody that knows the answer.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's the
Sure,
thing.
yeah.
Another thing too, again, obviously, it's obviously we're hooking you up too, and then B, there's not a foothold of a lot of sundown stuff in the Southeast Georgia, so where you guys are at, so obviously you guys have your show and all that stuff too. It's marketing and advertising, so what else better to write it off and spend on advertising than somebody that's in an area that we need to cover too? So I mean, like, dude, you deserve it, bro. It's gonna be sick.
And I already since day one, I've had
been plugging on us.
on my truck from day one.
Yeah, you've been plugging us the whole time. So again, it's just part of the gig, man. So we couldn't pay you in cash. So here you go. We'll give you a bunch of cool shit.
No shit.
But
Yeah.
the lanyards cost extra. You got to buy the
Yeah, you gotta pay
lanyards.
for the lanyards.
You can't have them. for free.
I'll pay for the lanyards. You ain't worry about that.
So,
Yes.
I figured
Just take some of my stock.
Oh, fine. Thanks, Casey.
Yeah.
If lanyards were currency, after the nuclear apocalypse, and like somehow some of us survived, and like lanyards somehow happened to be currency, I'd be like the richest person in the world.
Dude, I have a box full of lanyards, completely full to the brim.
These guys didn't
We'd
even
be
know.
kings.
Y'all actually struck these guys too. They're over like, what?
No, we'll load them up too. But yeah, I think it'd be sick. Hopefully Andy makes it back sick. But yeah, so I figured hopefully the X-Take doesn't change the plans of your what the changes you want to make so bad, but I think it'd be a good upgrade.
I know y'all. No, you're good.
That was a good move to make. That was good.
Yeah, I would say so. That's pretty awesome.
The only thing we don't have a provision for to change right now in your truck is the tweeters and the A pillars, but I think we can put the sundown ones in your pods.
Well, I've got the pods there, and I've also got 2 3-inch holes in my center. I can get new pillars from the. Matter of fact, Sean's got a couple I can get out of his truck and put them in there. And
Sick. Yeah, and then if you want to do that, then yeah, we can just put the custom speaker pods or style ones and put the sundown tweeters in it. I'm liking the BT tweeters a lot. I mean, obviously, the price doesn't really matter to us on the change what you want to do. I'm liking them all though. The BT's been pretty nice. The thing I can say about the mounting them is though the BT has you can make it mount the shallowest because you can move how forward or back the driver mounts.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That is kind of nice.
The doors are flush though, so the ETs are pretty flush.
Yeah, we got old Jonathan down here saying you help him out too, obviously. And like I said, boom, rubber ducky DF vendors. Oh, nice.
Would those fit in your door?
Oh yeah, 3.5. Yeah, they fit.
Are those the ET? Those are the best ones. Those are the sound quality ones.
Yeah, ET.
I didn't even know that existed. That changed. Yeah, that looks nice.
Yeah, they're nice.
I may have
Those are
to-
the best.
Yeah, those will fit in there. I got big old holes. Trust me.
Yeah, well, they'll fit pretty good. They're pretty
That's
big.
what I heard.
That's pretty.
Rob's got big holes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I figure we'll do that on the Sunday. I'll still sell you the all-access batteries, though. I'm not going to give those away to you, buddy. But no, so we got that going on. So what's going on? Like, we got other people in here. Kyle, ain't not going to hog the whole show. We're just making all just about Rob. You know, if we want to take and get some other guys in here, both you guys have upgraded your system tremendously much lately. So like Kyle or Travis, whichever one, dudes. I know both of y'all just had upgrades. We're going to talk about them, and we can get you guys up for episode soon too.
So can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on,
So-
I'll get you a camera view. How about that? There we go.
There we go. So
What up, Kyle?
what's going on, man?
Hey, man.
Just serial
Tell us your
chilling,
name.
bro.
Tell us about your build.
Yeah, that's
No.
about your build. What's in it?
What's your favorite color?
This green on this jersey right here. That's what I'm rocking.
Yeah.
But I got back into this like probably about 2 years ago now, and started out like I had a guy give me an Alpine Type R, went and bought me a Walmart amp. Felt like I was jamming, wanted to upgrade, went to an NVX and just kind of grew from there. Met this guy right here, and as soon as I got a demo from his car, it was pretty much over. I was hooked on Lowe's and Wendy, so I'm doing 2 Platinum 12s right now. I got a new box being CNC'd. Went with Casey's recommendation of a half cube smaller. So it's about to be 3.65-ish cubes after displacements, 60 square inches of port area on that DS18 5K, and it's going to be flushed all the way to the front as a trunk wall.
Oh, wow. That'd be sick.
So
That'd be
it's
nice,
going to
yeah.
be center port as well. So
Yeah, we're gonna line the whole sides. We're gonna make a cube and slide it in where up against the sub, so it all goes right into the cabin instead of through the deck or anywhere else, and seal it off. So it's gonna
That would be good.
Yeah, that'd be
solid.
sick. So speaking of
It
the
already
middle, right?
slammed.
Yeah.
Like Kyle's whole like back window looks like it's about to collapse. It's insane. That thing's smacking. Yeah,
well,
it's smacking.
I was just saying my sweet spot in my car, even with 212s, I mean the sweet spot is like 23 to 30 hertz.
Wow.
Burp wise, I burp at 32 hertz. I'm blowing 145 constantly right now, but I can literally hear my box ripping itself apart at full tilt now.
Oh, wow.
DS18 lifestyle right there, baby.
We had
Dude, I feel like some boxes just have a lifespan. You know what I mean? Unless it's built a certain way. Like a box definitely has a lifespan.
It has no double baffle on it. It's all single layer.
The baffle is double, but
that's it.
the box unfortunately was made out of pine.
It flexes horribly bad.
It flexes real bad. It wasn't made for my subs. The port's too short. So, I mean, it does good. I mean, meter-wise, not bad, but I'm not happy with it.
You'll get it there, man.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if Brian's still in here. We don't know if you just missed out here. We got the guy that's on the bottom left there, Robert Guy. We just announced to him that we're sponsoring his build with 6 XP3 15s, a solid 12K, and a front door setup. So I'll keep you updated on that, too. It'll be a 6 setup. And then, so Kyle, dude, it's a good way. Dude, I think you gained a couple dB for sure. And I think it was funny because, we were talking about why do you have this earlier? That's like about the same specs as the 12 box that we had made for the prefab ones we had made. It's about the same size box you had made.
I know, right?
Yeah, well, I will say, Scott, when you posted that, I was like, damn it, man.
Like 1 week. Yeah.
But
It is what it is. Yeah, that'd be on the flip side. And then I won't take and kill it too much. We got Travis over here. I haven't seen Travis on any podcast yet. Travis, tell us about the Subaru, the upgrades on it. You've gained like 10 dB in a year.
Yeah,
So,
tell them where you started at.
Well, started off with a Massive Audio Sumo.
10,
Single
110,
10, yeah.
and 2 10s.
2 10s, then 2 laser 12s. Then I finally moved up to the U's.
You
Oh, wow.
15s for the win.
Made a big
Dude,
difference.
Travis is beating too.
Yeah,
Dude,
dude,
that's a surprising demo. And dude, Travis does not hold back. He just full sends every time he plays. He's just like, wow. And you're like, holy shit,
Rip the
Travis.
top off.
Like, yeah, that's sweet, right?
He does that. I mean, it's got to be in the guy blood, though. They're just like, if it blows, it dies. But the thing is, though, so that you guys play both your systems like you're ready for it to come apart at any moment, but it doesn't ever, nothing ever blows.
Nope.
And you just look
He's
over
got-
and they're like,
He's got the 2 VFL 4800s on that thing, too.
That'd be sick. Yeah, I like it with the VFL ramp. I complimented you that one at Seaport. Like that VFL amp rack you guys came up with looks nice, dude, for sure. And not even sales pitching to you. I think for sure, like, of all the ones in the group that they would gain the most, I bet you that Ultra Cap Bank does a volt for your system, and Travis. I bet you it would.
I hope so.
The
Just let me know.
Oh, we got them now, bro. Whenever you're ready, I got you. Just don't even worry about that. Yeah, the sick, going forward, man. That we burned through in a half hour quick. Andy, where did you go? I was worried sick about you, bro.
We lost the entire internet of the house, had to restart the modem, and here I am, back. I don't know what happened. Power was okay, just the internet, the modem crashed, so we're back.
Oh no.
Hate when that happens. Hey,
I
Cox
know, it's-
Cable, we have that happen all the time.
It's the router. From what I hear from my techie friend guys, it's just the Xfinity routers are just garbage, and I'm probably going to look for something more dedicated for this and then have that for everything else in the house. Because right now
You
I
can't
just
get
gotta
heated with them on the phone, or they'll hang up on you. Have you had that had that happen before?
Oh, he's talking about he's talking about over there, but yeah, it happens like
Xfinity.
that. The Casey, you got some build changes going on too, bro. We haven't really talked about that. So you're changing your subs, you're changing your battery, your door speakers.
Yeah, I got 4 custom ZV6s going in, 2 10Ks, a half ohm each. So I'll be around 5K per sub. So we'll see how that works. But I mean, dude, I had the 17K on 2 CV6s last season, and they loved it. You know, as long as it's clean power, you know. You don't want to
be
flip
careful.
them. Yeah, yeah, exactly. But yeah, and then we're doing some cool stuff. Robert helped me come up with an idea, and we have a cool idea for the back. And my lithium bank will probably never be here before next year. We'll see. I
Maybe.
ordered it over a month ago. Yes, salt. Okay, I ordered my lithium bank like just over a month ago now. Scott orders his fucking yesterday, and it just comes in today.
Shout out Sean Mayo. Shout out to my guy, Access Power.
Yeah.
He knows people, no doubt.
Dude, I wasn't expecting that, dude. I didn't even know a FedEx package was showing up. I get back from picking the boxes, and I'm like, what the crap showed up from Access Power? I have all my back orders, and it's like, oh snap, it's a box of cells, you know.
I can't.
Sorry, Casey. We're going to have your stuff back together, and it's going to look nice, man.
It's gonna look sick.
I don't. At this point, it's just like a dream. So we'll see. My pride subs are still in there. I haven't even taken them out. Me and Scott got to take them out next Friday. They're heading to Texas.
Who's
What
that?
kind of lithium are you waiting for, Casey?
Prodigy. I ordered a C-Max bank. All new
nice.
Panasonic cells. Yeah. It should be pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
the banks look amazing. They're like artwork, dude. It's like jewelry back there. So I got to
think
make
we
everything
should
else look good, just as good.
Amps better.
Casey's got a plan for the back wall and stuff too. That's gonna be pretty sick. I'm excited about.
Yeah, brick wall.
Secret.
Got some heat shrink. Got some custom
There's
heat
no
shrink coming to
secrets
say
in this
blurred vision. No, dude, I don't give a shit. I've always
I
been
know.
like that though. Like I can't keep a secret, dude. So I'm just gonna tell you exactly what I'm doing. And it's like I'm not very competitive like that anyway. So if someone's like, "Oh, I'm coming for you," I'm just like, "That's cool, guy."
Okay.
Like, I'm
Coming
still
for
gonna
you,
be.
Casey. I'm
I'm
coming.
still. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to one show. It's gonna be awesome, and I'm gonna give a lot of demos, and I'm gonna tear it all apart.
Again.
He's on DS18 and KO amps currently, but yeah, I told him the same thing. He's got to be under 15.
I know.
Oh yeah, what are those going to rest at? Like 15.5 or something?
16.
Yeah. It's a,
We're going
man,
16
you're
volts
gonna
now.
have to get different amps. You're not be able to run the
So-
salts, man.
At 13 volts, when it dropped, it was like 13.3 volts or something like that. I was dropping to, but it clamped like 9K per amp. So
Yeah, right.
Wow.
like
So
it was
you're
like
waiting
80 something
on-
hundred per amp, and there's like 2.5 ohms too.
You're relying
So-
on voltage drop like people rely on box rise. Just a little bit.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Stay away from salt, please.
No, I want to go back to salt, but it's like, oh god, I love these amps, but at the same time, like I had an issue and I sent it back, and the whole reason I bought them was like, oh, if you need it, you just switch it out real quick and you get a new one. I'm like, all right, cool, so I'll never be
Not
down
the
that
salt.
long.
Not the salt.
And now they've been in fucking repair for 3 weeks. They didn't even tell me. They're like, oh, we're gonna send them to repair. I'm like, are you kidding me? So yeah,
Yeah. And it's some of the quality control on their issue, not us.
yeah. Like one of the MOSFETs had like no solder holding it in. I'm like, how is this my problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, just give me a new amp. Like, oh, we're gonna send it to repair. So as soon as they get back, I don't know if I'm gonna install them or go ahead and just post them up. Depending on when they get back and how much time I have before the Excess Power show, I might just post them up for sale and just get a couple salts. I don't know yet. We'll see. But
Yeah,
I mean, I
so
can go.
what do
I
you
can
do
adjust my
with your
voltage,
voltage,
so
though?
I could
Yeah.
be 15.4
No suck
or I
for
could be
you.
14.9 or 15.9. So I can be 15.4 or 15.9 with my alternator set up. So
Yeah, my bank likes 15.5 and a little bit less, so I try to stay at 15.5 because as soon as I turn the power on, it's going to come down anyway.
they're in stock, Brian. Yeah, they're in stock. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, like, they're not just. It isn't like a fucking snap-on socket where like, here's my broken 10 mil this week. Every other week they'll be like, all right now, Bucko. Like,
yeah, but okay, you being a distributor and I'm a dealer, right? If I'm like, hey, I have this Salt 6K that, look, you can see in this picture and I can show you in person, this MOSFET does not have solder on it. It's like loose inside the board. And you're like,
Oh, sure.
okay, yeah, that's bad. And you just give me a new amp.
oh,
Am I
obviously
wrong?
we take care of stuff. I understand too, but yeah,
Yeah.
there's a difference too if you're blowing them on a consecutive basis, stuff like. There's always instances stuff in it, but heck yeah,
It's just
Anyway,
manufactured defect. So,
Yeah.
what can you do? I'm
It's
salty.
not
A
a
little
salt. It's not a
butthurt.
salt. Yeah, it's not a salt amp. The
Yeah, I'm just
amp,
butthurt. I can't be salty, I guess.
we get
Don't be
to.
salty.
That's why we still. That's why it goes to other people. We get in discussion of like, hey, like, oh, these are the same build facilities, use the same places these are made. I'm like, oh, that still can be a large quality difference. It's any of those places.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, dude. They're amazing
They're
amps.
strong
Like,
amps,
they sound really good. They're super strong. It's just I think there was like a bad batch that went out because Rob had a couple issues. I swapped his amp out, got him a brand new one right away, and because he's Rob, dude. Rob asked for something, you're like, I want to fucking do it right now because he would do the same for you. You know what I'm saying? So
And he did.
Maybe-
I went down. I went up there, picked his up, pulled him off the wall, and I put one in mine, and then Jonathan used one. But
Yeah.
the one that I got out of the Casey truck, I have not had not one issue out of it. Not
Yeah.
one.
Maybe you got the amps a little bit too hot at one point, and I know heat can do some damage on solder or any electronical
oh
component.
no, it came like this. It came like this right off the bat
So
I mean,
for sure. Yeah, it
It-
came like that
we're-
right off the bat. The clip
Just
light
so
didn't
everyone's
work either.
clarifying, we're talking about the DSK18 HKO amplifier, not a salt.
yeah,
Yeah.
Clarifying. The
Yeah, the clip light didn't work. Okay, so we've warranted 2 amps. On the first amp, the clip light, no, two amps, the clip lights did not work at all from the
I've got
base knob
one of
or
those.
from the back, right? And then the third amp, Rob had in his truck, and it was making like a weird noise at first, and it was loud, like it was louder, but it was like more punchy, and it didn't have like the controlled carried bass he was looking for. And so then we warranted that one out. He put one of my amps in, and it's just slamming. You know what I'm saying? But the clip light still doesn't work. So it's like, if we were to repair it, he's to send it off the warranty now, and then get repaired. And it's just, I don't know. It kind of puts
Yeah,
a
I
sour
mean,
taste in
and
my mouth of that.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah,
pattern
the
falling here.
clip light not working it bothers me, but I just watch my voltage, so I know when watching my voltage
Yeah.
what it's doing.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that. Like when you're dropping the hardest, you're clipping. Like
Yeah.
like that. When I had that smaller lithium bank in there, I could go from 15 volts to 9.9 like that with a solid 12K if it was a hard clip. It wasn't too bad if you get just a little, little flash, little soft clip here and there, but hard clipping, that's what that 12K will suck that voltage down, son.
And Andy, saying something about the heat, these broke when it was cold outside, not when it was hot.
Oh.
And this one, it's in the back of my truck with a single fan on it and the windows up, and then I've not had any issues of it shutting off.
Yeah, we haven't had any
Wow.
thermal problems.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now,
Yeah, it's
you could
just,
actually turn the
quality-
bass knob all the way down and it had noise.
It's just quality control sometimes, and so there's always going to be a lemon in any product, no matter what company it is, But
Yeah. And they're brand new. Like it's a newborn design. There's gonna be some like hiccups here and there. And it is from S&I, which is like the most renowned amp company that we know in SPL as far as like their big boards, big performance, low impedance, wiring them into the dirt, as people say. So like on a brand new amp, like you're gonna have some hiccups. But as far as the performance, you can't fake that. They perform. When they work, they really perform, and it's what I'm saying. For that
I like that.
footprint,
reminds me
Yeah,
of my
I
Shark
mean-
3500 I had. It worked great. Yeah.
Shark.
The clueless, we all love the Warthog too.
The
Warthog.
Warthog. Oh,
Yeah.
I like that one.
Warthog.
Yeah.
I can hear the Warthog, the Warthog from Halo. I can hear the horn beat in my head. It plays in my mind 24/7.
That's the The flea market war horse is like a Halo texted war. It says it on it, but it says warthog. That'd be terrible. Yeah, I got that square warthogs up, dog.
War
Yeah.
horses are awesome amplifiers, man. It'd be nice if they brought that back. It'd be crazy. Need something
I could
new, huh?
almost see
Wink,
Kicker doing
wink.
that with a solo. I mean, I don't know. If they bring I could see them doing a big amp labeled the Warhorse again, but it's not
Right.
being the same
Wink.
topology. Not the same
Yeah, I don't
board.
think they're gonna. If they're gonna make that
Let me-
same. What is that?
I'm gonna
I don't even
zoom
know
in
what
on
class
Andy.
amplifier it is. It's not. It's the
It's
unicorn
it's not going to be
class.
the same. Yeah, it's not going to be the split waveform. You know, all that
No.
push pull thing.
That'd be like bringing Sparkomatic back.
Yeah, that'd be more realistic probably because it's just yeah.
I'll tell you what, back in the day, I would run 2 of the MTX Black Golds on a Majestic amp. That thing used to pound in a little Mosby 2200 by the seat.
Dude, funny
you had to
story.
literally- You had to turn it down.
Oh,
just to
sorry.
make a turn.
Funny
Fun
story about
story.
Windy City Bourbon. I could not get a demo, and I was supposed to be a judge at the last show. And I'm like standing there. He's like, "Oh, 1 second, let me do something, and I'll be right back." And then he'd like bring someone else, and like someone else, and someone else. I'm like, "I'm supposed to be judging this." And I was like, "Nah, fuck this." So I never got a demo of it.
I
Yeah,
poked my head in it. I didn't get it. Though.
yeah.
Which vehicle's that now?
Windy City Bourbon.
Oh, the Bourbon, yeah.
Yeah,
He was
dude,
pretty toast. He was drunk as shit.
something. He was something, dude. I mean, he just. I don't know. I'm gonna
See,
keep my
Paul,
opinions
it's
to myself.
You can demo my truck anytime you want, Casey. It's okay.
I appreciate it, man.
Hey, you could have gotten mine, but you never did because I had to line out the door.
It gets like that. You won the best of the show at that show, dude, which was sick.
Yep, that's the only car I judged.
Yeah. We did.
The whole
we did
judging
get
thing was
the-
terrible.
Yeah, that's sick though. So you won the best at show with that one. It's been crazy too. It's like all of us we keep leveling up and stuff like that. Like imagine if you had the Salt 12K and the X's at C4, you would have really been cracking some skulls. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it would have been ridiculous. I mean, it's already ridiculous, but I'm guaranteed that exit and that 12 is going to make it even more stupid.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I
sick.
feel for your windshield now. I'm kind of worried about that.
I always demo with the windows down
Yeah,
gonna have to.
heard that.
because I know mine. If it loads up really bad on the doors, and I imagine the X's is going to push that sound just a little bit further forward. You see, my dash is already getting destroyed with the U's.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. Whenever you're playing like 15 hertz, do you do one window down or both windows down? What does
Both
it do
windows
better?
down. And I can
Wow,
do.
okay.
I can have 2 people sitting in the passenger seat, one person with the head in the window, and a person with the head in the other window, and do all 4 of them at
See,
one time.
That's
Mhm.
what's nice about anything at a wall to B pillar, because you have way more loading from that second chamber. I do not. If I open both windows, I unload. It does
If
not
you're
increase
like-
the size.
If you're like mine won't. Dude, mine doesn't get windy until I open the front windows. If I can do either side down or the front ones down. I can't play like 20 hertz with all 4 windows down, but I can play lows with all 4 down and do hair tricks with all the windows down. But if I do 2 down, whether it be the front 2 or one side, it's just crazy wind out the 2 windows.
And these 2 guys don't like parking next to me at all. They would get a tray. I unloaded my son a couple times and made him go and protect because and this one over here he knows too. He gets away from me.
Yeah.
I
You
can't.
parked next to me last time.
I use I use Chris as a buffer.
And then of course Casey, the first sundown show I went to, Casey was parked behind me.
Oh, that was bad. Yeah, I'm sorry.
He was beating my
Dude.
doors off in front of me.
That Tahoe did not get a break that entire day. My factory alt was so hot. Like my factory alt only powers mids and highs, okay, and like a regular AGM. Dude, it was so hot. Like I'm surprised it wasn't glowing. It was like whee! At the end of the night, dude. The next day it was still hot to the touch. Like the next morning,
Wow.
it was insane. Yeah,
That's why I put a
the
fan on
stubs were
mine.
hot to the touch too.
Yeah,
That was a
I
good
put
show.
a fan on my stuff.
I lost 2 alternators and 2 subs at that show.
Don't even, James, it's what it is, man.
That's right. You wouldn't even park over by us either.
They put me in the corner because my doors were too loud.
Nobody put baby in the corner.
Wait a minute. They put you in the corner because your doors are loud, but that idiot in a green truck pulled up in front of us with the freaking PRV stump walls in his doors, man. And then we watched him go up and smoke. Remember that, Casey?
It was the group that put me there because somebody in the group was jealous because I was louder than his truck.
Oh,
So they stuck
poor
me in the
babies.
corner because my doors were loud and my 815s were louder than what he had. So they stuck me in the corner away, which was fine because I had so many people demoing all day. So eventually I blew 2 subs and 2 alternators. So I said, that's all right, I'm done.
But you don't blow no more stuff, do you?
I don't blow nothing. My new ZV6s from Sundown are stellar killer. I can pound them all
Huge difference.
day. Huge difference.
He gained an
Huge
octave
difference.
of bandwidth down. He gained a whole octave of plate tuning.
Oh,
that's
without a
nice.
doubt.
Wow.
I can't.
There's
I
no
can't thank them enough
comparison.
for that works. That's crazy difference. Crazy difference.
A DC level 6 is over here. Okay, it's a good sub. It's okay.
It-
You know, the
it
soft
was
parts
amazing.
are man.
It's a great
And then you have the
SPL sub.
ZV6.
SPL is
Okay.
a great sub.
We're going from a 4-inch coil, and then here's this 3-inch 8-layer coil from Sundown, just doing. It's
Putting
dude,
it
it's a huge difference, bro.
Slapping their ass in it.
Man, it beat the shit out. It beat it up big time. Big difference.
Yeah.
Now,
Tony
I-
Hurd
I
He can
was-
play all day.
Yeah.
I was never nice to them DC subs. I can tell you that because
I
I wasn't nice to the Sundowns.
twice. Yeah, that was.
I got in Joe's truck, and I was like, I wonder if Joe's sandbagging. So I turned
Yes.
it up, and I was like, holy shit, Joe's sandbagging. And then I turned it up some more, and I was like, whoa, 28 hertz. And
Wait,
people were
Casey
getting
gets
in, and the
my
hair
truck.
was like, woo.
I told Casey, there's a lot of throttle on that bass knob. Be careful because I put a lot more throttle than I actually normally turn it up. He said, "What do you mean?" Boom! Oh shit!
It's crazy. Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've beat up Joe's truck this season on accident. Like the last show we were at, this like dust tornado came through out of nowhere, and I look over. We're at the lanes, okay, and I look over, and my tent is like 100 feet in the air, and everyone's like running after it, and then all of a sudden Rob's tent blows off of his truck, and I come back and they put a dent in Joe's door. I'm like, bro, should we call insurance? He's like, I don't worry about it. I'm like,
Get
fuck.
out of here.
I was like, oh my
Act of
god.
God. You can't blame anybody for act of God. Get out of here.
Yep.
All right, Travis has a problem, and
What's up?
we're gonna try to do something different tomorrow. We're gonna try to put some polyfill in that box because the box ain't big enough for them 15s, and see what that does with that ported box. We're gonna put about a bunch of it in there, but he's gonna get a new box belt by SKD.
What's the specs on it?
It's just a prefab piece of garbage box that we threw in there because that's what he had money for at the time. We're
Oh,
actually
man.
getting, he's wanting to do 4 U's in that car, but I'm trying to talk him into wall the damn thing off, and he's going to do it. Might as well do it all the way and not half-ass it
Mhm.
because he's already rippled. His whole roof is rippled. If you look at the top of his car, it's all rippled up.
Put some wood on the roof.
Yeah, might as well fix it before it gets bad. Don't ask Casey. Like, I let mine go way too long without doing it, and I distorted my roof bad. Like, if you go,
He
up
was like,
there, yeah,
it was so bad. Yeah.
if you don't fix it now, it's going to be
Yeah,
a wave.
Let's get some wood on that roof before it gets worse.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, you might as well wall it.
Yeah.
Wait a
While
minute.
you're there.
Wait a minute.
Wall
He's
it?
got a new job
I'm in.
now, so he'll be able to afford it.
So
We can wall that off anytime you're ready. We'll wall that off.
I think a Subaru needs a flat wall. I think it'd be perfect in it.
Oh,
A flat wall with a driver's side port would be stupid.
Yeah,
Four 15s. We're ready.
easy. Yeah, 415s, a flat wall, driver side slot port, and it's going to be a wind pump.
Ooh,
Let's do it.
let's do it. I want to hit that 150. That's all I want.
Dude, you'll be doing more than
150,
150. Yeah, you'll be 50s. Yeah.
Low
Yeah.
60s.
Even on like SAs or U's, you'd for sure be in the mid 50s for sure.
I know. I feel like
Yeah.
flat walls are almost cheap at some degree because they just naturally inherently they just get loud.
Well, a
Yeah,
lot
you
of people don't realize, too, the way it's going to load off the windshield, and when that's the reason they do the driver's side port, it's going to be loudest in that passenger
And
corner.
the kick and the door
Yeah.
on the passenger side. Yep. I like center
Yeah.
port or top port for demos. And, both passengers get the equal demo, but for meter purposes, it's not the best. You want that driver loading. But then there's a problem too with the door. The door does a lot of loading too. It depends. You almost have to have that door closed and shut and the other one open, and vice versa. It depends the build. It really does.
Sure.
Yeah, well, we're going to try to get some more airspace out of that box because it's a little too small for the 15. So we're going to throw some polyfill in there and staple it to the inside of the box so it don't blow out, and hopefully it gets a little
Is he-
louder.
Is he inverted or flush mount?
They're flush mount, and you can't invert them because they don't have enough roof. They'd be above the roof line.
Okay, well, that's not gonna work.
He ain't got no room in that
So
truck in that
going
car.
through my glass hatch.
Yeah, He tried to actually lay it down and see if he could fire off the back, and he said it just lost all kinds of frequency. You know, he's in the 149 area with it upright, so we're just going to add so he can get a little lower.
We've got
How much space? How big is the box on the outside dimensions?
It's 38 or 37, 38 inches long by like 22
It's not.
in width. It's really small.
It's not even. I don't think it's right at 2 cubic feet per side.
Yeah,
I wonder
around
if Joe's.
four
I wonder
plus.
if Joe's old 615 box would fit in there, laying down like a big no wall.
No, that
bigger
box
than
is bigger than his car.
It's a wagon.
What's the
Our vision
power?
will
What are
go
the subs
yours.
again? I want to know everything.
Used.
Man.
Those 6 Yukon with 6 U15s on a HKO 10K for now.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely just need more power for sure.
Yeah. There you go.
Nice.
Oh, with the honeycombs are
I
gone.
know. I love
Oh
that.
yeah, those were sick.
Before
I
I
broke
They were
them.
cool. They just held up.
That's it. Basehead twins right there. That's one of the Basehead twins. They're pretty good guys.
They're all right. No, I'm just kidding. They're cool.
Yeah.
This was before the 10K.
Yeah, this is before the 10K. This was the Salt 8K right there. That's that. That's Ruckus and Chill.
I'm just waiting for the base to drop.
When you did those honeycombs, did you CNC that or did you do that? By hand?
SKD did it. Yeah, they were CNC.
Oh, Jake, nice.
There you go. Yeah, this is Mike's wife and daughter, and what was that? That was in Hawkinsville.
No, Dublin.
No, that was Hawkinsville.
Was it Hawkinsville?
Yeah.
Look at the
That
smile
was-
on that face.
Excellent.
Rob is
That's
loving
one way to
life
get
right
a
there,
demo.
dude.
Hey, I'm one of them guys that sits on that knob and watches them. If they don't make no move, I keep turning it
Yeah,
up until they
exactly.
do.
You can almost do that. Like I love the first 15, 20 seconds of a demo, just kind of sandbag a little bit. You know, let them think that's all you got, and just give it the sauce. You know what I mean?
Right.
You have to. You have to.
Well, I don't know.
You gotta
You're
give
fixing to have a
little
lethal
base.
weapon here pretty soon. You got to be careful.
Yeah. Well, I already made people jump out. At the Seaport show, a couple of guys would get in there and I'd bang it. They would jump right out and they were like, "Where are you going? And they didn't even turn it up yet."
Yeah,
They
it's
were
not
like,
even going.
You're like, get back in,
That's
bitch.
too much.
No.
It's like too much. I'm like, yeah, it can be. I got to get you that song, Casey, that I was playing at the show that you like.
I need that song. Yeah, dude. What was it, like
It's
18 hertz?
It's 16 and up, 16 to like 25. It's stupid.
Yes.
That's Andy's play
Yeah.
range too.
You guys
Right.
are too low for me.
Oh,
I
Andy,
know.
bro. Why have we not talked about your build, bro?
I was letting them have the spotlight. man.
I'm ready to hear about Andy's. I saw the picture.
Yeah,
Pull up
Andy,
the
I want to
picture
know about
stuff.
yours.
I
Pull
got
up-
the
pull up
demo
the picture.
today. I got the demo today, and it
And?
sounds phenomenal.
I love what you
It's
did.
literally how I remember it when I first put it together. Because I've been having issues, man. After the first year, due to just taking the enclosure out, I was having lead failure, and I got that under control. But at that point, that's when the box started coming apart, and then the water damage just did it in. So we redid the entire floor. Well, I did all that, and I had Tony redo the box, and I just did the last finishing touches on it, and we made it more structurally sound. Literally got 2x4s going front to back and side just for bracing for the double baffle. 4x4 like square dowel rods for bracing top to bottom. And I changed the theme inside. Instead of like the tan and the blue lights, it's black and yellow, and it's got some white lights. It just, switch it up, but keep it the same. Honestly, what I did was I honestly just shrunk the overall enclosure just a little bit inside, because that's what I did before to gain some SPL. The last 8 inches or so of that box is just a false wall. So actually, it's got about a half, like the port is halfway external, halfway internal. So I'm going to gain some SPL in that way, and just by shrinking the box, and I can still get down to 15 hertz. And that's all I really wanted to do. I didn't want to lose my lows, and I got it back.
I love
You'll
those.
see on the my live if you're tuned on my live for next. I have a little demo video I wanted to save for the guys.
What's
So
up
you-
with this
What
Neo
motor is
motor? What
You like
Neo
that?
motor is that? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Listen, they sent that
I
to
thought
me,
it
and
was
I
a
took a
fire.
picture, and I hit upload on the wrong one. You guys aren't supposed to see that yet. Yes, that's the new Solo
The new
L7X18 Neo right there, guys.
Wow.
It's got the
That's
blue,
what-
That's
It
sweet.
said
Guys.
it's sitting in a fire.
And no, it's a cover for the voice coil.
Yep, that's just so you can just keep it protected, man. They're awesome. I have another one on the wall over there. I have 2 of them. It's just so whenever you're transporting it, your coil don't get bent, and just just keeps it safe.
Okay.
I
pretty
saw
cool.
it broke the internet. I figured I'd pull that up. I was like, everyone thought you had some crazy
I
experiment.
know. I
Yeah.
wasn't even expecting that. I'm like, what? Okay, I guess if you've never seen it, you have no idea what it is, and I guess it could look like a passive radiator. I was getting that too. I'm like, what? Yeah, I kind of always wanted to do that, but one day, we'll see.
Kicker's notorious for doing passive radiators, man. They're old Kickers still water boxes. That you
Right.
had 2 like little 6s with a passive radiator. Those things were awesome, dude. Wow.
Absolutely, that's their strong point. I think at least I mean it's their roots. It's their roots, man. If you ever had one of these amphitheaters I got, man, they just sound beautiful. And it just
I want
reminds
one.
me of like the OG, the ass kicker, the original one. It was a full range with 8-inch, 10-inch passive and 2 6.5-inch mid drivers and stuff. And it was cool.
The ass
And that's-
kicker.
yeah, that was the original name.
The guy
Demo
says-
day at James' house.
Yeah. We knew
Demo
that.
day. It's like a little show.
Demos for
He's got some crazy rigs, bro. He's
Oh, there you
collected
go.
Cigar builds like they're Infinity Stones.
Yeah,
I know
got
you put
these-
that back on the shelf.
No, man, I grabbed them. That's my 4th pair of them. I have 1 set of the 2 speaker kit. That was from the original year. And I have 3 of these now. And I just picked it up because the past 2 I got were $20 and the first one was $30. They're originally $40. And even at $40 price point, it's not terrible. But for $20
Yeah.
and it's like one of the last Mohicans, I'm like, I need it. I don't
I
really
mean-
need it, but I want it.
It's good enough to do like a little shop boombox. You just throw
Right.
some scrap in together. Yeah.
Can never have too many boom boxes. Let me tell
I'm
you.
not gonna lie. I have a customer that I know for a fact. Him and his uncle drove from like every Walmart from like here to Texas that they could, just to buy up cheap like $20, $40 radios, and they'll pull them out of the box. And they got a customer who wants budget radio. Guess
Right.
what they're getting?
Right.
Yeah.
It's not terrible. I mean, the RCA's put out full range, so I guess you could take that, and there's no sub control, so take it as you will. They do 4-volt pre-out, but again,
wow.
like a lot of head units, the speaker leads clip before the RCA does. So to get that, you can't really get your mids and highs. That's the problem with head units these days. Unless you're paying some top dollar, I would check your head unit, see if you clip on your
Oh,
your 4. If you're using your 4 channels of your radio for your your mids and highs. Check that first, man, because you will be clipping on that before you're clipping on your RCA's.
So if we-
yes. And I meant to tell you, dude, when you asked about that, I'm going to 80 PRS. I'm ditching the 4600, throwing it in the garbage. Yeah,
Nice.
it's fucked, dude. It's been so beat up in that dash. It's like killing me, please.
Why is the 80 PRS like the holy grail? Is it just all the presets, the EQ,
It's a-
and of its
It's
time?
so
it was just
clean, bro.
these
It's
needs?
5-volt 3 outs. It's super clean signal all the way up. It has a lot of adjustments. I mean, it comes with an RTA
98%
mic.
of people didn't use them. 98% of people did not use any of the active crossover settings for the 80 PRS. Like the features that make it a desirable radio at the time, a decade and a half ago, or a decade, I guess they're probably closer to 2 decades. That's a decade and a half ago. You can do 3-way active. You can do all that kind of stuff in it, and it's got a high-end DAC that is now, it's still good to today's standards, but nothing amazing. I feel like it's a great radio. I don't feel like it deserves the fanboy tax they get on them now.
That's
again,
what I see. Yeah.
If you're not
Yeah.
using it, if you're using RCA out, then you're just using basic high pass, low pass, and crossovers. You're not using the built-in active setup in the radio.
Right, you're missing the benefits of it unless you're
Right.
just using it.
So if you don't have no windows and you can't see out the back, you gotta have a radio with a camera in it so you can see backing up. That's what I use.
I've got-
for.
I've got my iPad dash now. Yeah, I'm
Ooh,
doing the
yeah.
iPad. I have the iPad mini dash.
Did your
So-
camera work with it? Your
The
backup
camera on it?
Your
No.
backup camera.
I drive a work van every day, so it's like I don't need a backup camera, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck
because
it.
you don't have a backup.
I just-
You don't have no wind in that thing, no way.
I drove a Snap-on
Yeah.
truck for a decade. My excursion is a Tonka toy compared to a tool truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We drive around here like, you park that thing there? I'm like, bro, sometimes it's not so great parking, but I'll park that thing anywhere, bro.
I know my
Get used to
unit
backing
fell
something.
off like a year and a half ago, not even like a year ago. Literally fell off as I was driving, And that was one thing I was like, oh yeah, that won't fall off until I'm doing like 55s, because this car is built pretty good, and it just snapped in the weirdest spot. And I don't have a rear view mirror. It's kind of weird because I'm used to looking back and seeing the sub go, even though you kind of have to hold the mirror there.
I
actually see anything.
I had one rear view camera experience. It's when I put it in. I had the rear view camera in my C6 Corvette when I got it, and everything was great with it until we put bass in the Corvette.
No.
And then I never thought it'd be a problem. Dude, I get off going on the road somewhere. Well, luckily it buffed out, but the camera, the hardware, it came out of the stuff holding it to the back bumper, and the camera had been hanging by the wire while I'm going on the road, just scratching the shit out of the back bumper, bro. So I got to where I was at. There's like a circle scratch line on the back bumper of the car. And I was mad as all I could get. I just grabbed the camera wire and just ripped it out of the back of the hatch. And then about the time that I realized what I had done, I was like, that was fucking dumb. You know, like, I could have I could have just remounted it more securely, maybe adapt with glue, but no, just break the wires and ruin the camera, Scott.
Rip it out of the car, drop the engine, hell with it.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Those seem nice to install, though, especially for walls and stuff. I mean, I like it. It would be nice in the head unit, so you have some kind of, because if you have it as a rear view mirror, it's going to be the same story as just having regular rear view mirror. It's gonna break. It's gonna fall. But then putting on your tail plate or on your license plate, that's you're not gonna. It's vibration damage there too.
Dude, mine worked for the most part. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Like flush mounted in the bumper or something, or maybe under it. Like
Put it on
mine
your
beat
wheel,
my no wall beat mine to death. Yeah.
Well, see, mine was on the car. I don't remember that, Casey. Mine was on the car when I got it, and we just reused it. It was like the ones like bolt to your tag bracket assembly or something like that. No, it was like bolted to the rear bumper when I got it. Where somebody had a radio in it before, and they took it out and put the stock one back in. But I think Andy, you got a show coming up. Let's go ahead and wrap this puppy up so you're gonna do your thing. I got pizza waiting in the front door, I think. But guys, Rolling Thunder episode 43.
All right, bro. I appreciate you guys.
It was great.
Y'all have a good one.
Nice
come out
meeting you
tonight.
guys. Well, I know you, Rob.
Oh, sure. And sometime tomorrow, just either call me or Joe. We'll get something worked up, Rob. With a few things we'll touch base on. We'll get stuff lined up, and we'll go from there with it.
All right, sounds good. I'll do that.
But cool. Everyone, Rolling Thunder, episode 43 is the Robert Guy, Travis Guy, Kyle. We got all the regulars. Appreciate everybody. Anybody got any closing words? Hope nobody drinks and drives this weekend.
Everybody have a good night.
You too, guys.
Yeah, everybody have
Don't
a
blow
great
your
night,
speakers.
Yeah.
a great weekend. Yep. Yeah.
All right.